Hello and welcome back to a very warm and probably overheating GorillaBiker. Today we're going to a place called the Dark Hedges, and the Dark Hedges I'll explain more about on the road, but basically they're the really cool trees that are very old, but I'll talk more about that soon. And if you are a Game of Thrones fan, you probably already know what they are. Where we are right now is I'm actually on holidays and everyone else has abandoned me for the day. Well, not for the day, for a few hours. They're gone kayaking, and the kayaking service providers are sizist, so I'm too big for them. So I said I'd do something else, and you know, why not bring you all along? But where we are right now is our Airbnb, which is called Ballynacree in Cottage, and yeah, it's very nice Airbnb. I would highly recommend it if you're coming up to this location. I actually don't know how much it was. We're sharing it between quite a lot of us, so it's not too bad. But they have a hot tub. They have, what else do we have? We have a games room, like ping pong table, pool table. But it's nice. It's a nice area. I rode up here, so I did my track day on Monday, and then I rode up here after the track day, after dropping the van home, and the other bike home. And the Dark Hedges are up here. So anyway, what the Dark Hedges are is they're a lane of they're over 200 years old. They're beech trees, but they were obviously tended to grow a certain way and whatever else. And they were planted, I'm not sure the type of beech they are, but anyway, they were planted by the Stewart family back in the day, and their sole goal, other than, you know, looking pretty, was to impress visitors to the area and whatever else, which I mean is admirable. And it's kind of cool that they lasted. Adjust my lovely old Modello's case here. Get 10% off using Gorilla 10. Anyway, basically, yeah. So originally they were just planted to impress visitors and whatever else. They were never intended to be a tourist attraction, anything like that. But what actually ended up happening was they were used in a small TV show called The Game of Thrones, or The Game of Thrones, yeah. Anyway, so they were used in Game of Thrones. When they were used for the Kingsroad. Not essentially, they were. This is a fact. They were used for the Kingsroad in season 2, episode 1, when Arya was running away from King's Landing. If you watched Game of Thrones, you know what I'm talking about. If you haven't watched Game of Thrones and consider that a spoiler, it's pretty old now. I think I'm allowed to spoil season 2. It's ancient. But anyway, that is when they were used, and that is kind of where they get their current film fan, TV fan fame from. Not that they weren't famous previous to that, because, you know, they were still an attraction because they're pretty. But up until now, say, they were purely an attraction due to how nice they look. And then after we go to the Dark Hedges today, I might personally head on to a place called Fairhead, which were cliffs that were used as Dragonstone for it. And I'm actually not doing the tour because they're in Game of Thrones. I'm doing these, going looking at these places because they're pretty places, and if you watch the channel long enough, you know I just like pretty places. That's actually why I have decided to go there. But if you're a Game of Thrones fan, then you know that might be a good reason to go there. Camera's still there. Always have to check. I will say there's some very nice roads up here. There's also some very crap roads, and unfortunately, when the road closures on the way up, when I hit those, some of those were crap roads. Like, really not fun in any way, shape, or form. We're gonna go left actually and go the slower way because it looks kind of bendy on the map there, and that looks to be bringing me back to the main road, which I have no interest in. Oh, look at that! That's a view. But you can see some of these roads are absolutely beautiful. So windy, so twisty. Great views. So definitely worthwhile coming up here for a look around. And we're actually staying just outside Ballymoney, where the Joey Dunlop Memorial Gardens are. So obviously I have to go over. I actually haven't. I've ridden past them once or twice, but I haven't gone over there to stay and have a look yet. Looks like we have to use some main roads, unfortunately. And when we stop, I must show you something really weird what's after happening on the CBF. And I'm gonna have to fix it because it's really annoying me. I don't know how or why it happened, but I don't know. It's something that I don't feel should have happened. It's pretty irritating. I'm obviously not going to talk much on this road because this is going to be boring, and we're behind a Micra. And even though the new Micras are not ugly, it's the name, the fact they're named. Yeah, anyway, if you watch the channel a long time, you know my hatred for Micras. It is so disgustingly warm. I don't own any proper summer gear because it's Ireland and we don't generally get very good weather. So at the moment it's 27 degrees here. It's hotter at home, and it's like 60% humidity. And the best I can do is take the linings out of my textiles and stuff like that, and it's still, it's just too warm. Like even if I was in a t-shirt today, it'd still be warm. And well, I might do that off video. I don't know if I'll ever wear a t-shirt in video because the abuse levels are a wee bit high. People get really upset about your own personal choices of what protective gear to wear sometimes, so why upset them? In case you haven't seen it, actually the track day went off without a hitch. Well, there was a few hitches, but we got them all sorted. Bike ran perfectly all day, you know, no, even with the temperatures that were there, and they were crazy high. It was such a hot day, but my tyres lasted all day, my S22s, probably a little bit of life left in them. Bike ran perfectly, engine and all that was perfect, so it's getting a service now soon again. Track fairings again, thanks to Kyle for sending those my way. I just had a little bit more comfort in knowing even if I did bin it again, it wouldn't destroy all of my fairings again. So, you know, lots of positives to take from the day, and definitely some things that I want to change again. So more work to do. More cows. Oh, those are cool. You look, they're all one colour cows. Interesting. More cows. Oh yes, my jacket's inflating with the wind and it feels so good. Magnificent. Go on, do it again. It's when I turn my head left. I think the GoPro is like channeling the air into my jacket and it's filling it up. Oh, that feels so nice. I was enjoying that immensely. Up here in Northern Ireland, a lot of drivers seem to actually go the speed limit and slightly above it a lot more, which is great. Well done, drivers of Northern Ireland, because far too many people in the Republic drive like 20 kilometers under the speed limit, which is absolutely infuriating. It disgusts me. It upsets me beyond words, because I don't care what anyone says. If you think the speed limit is not a target, you're doing it wrong. If you're not using the maximum speed you can, you're doing it wrong. You're wasting your life. There's a reason speed limits are there. It's to basically stop micros going too fast. The rest of us, we should be more sensible about the application and ignore it a lot of the time. Now, I've said my piece. And I don't care if everyone disagrees with me. Right, I'm saying to go this way. Peugeot Boxer decided very late to turn in there. It's okay. So it looks like we have a nice little stretch of road ahead of us. But yeah, no, so far I'm really enjoying my holiday up here. I've only been here like a full day, say. I think my ankle is getting burnt because I'm still wearing short socks. Anyway, what can you do? But yeah, no, really liking it up here so far. I haven't, obviously, look, the plan is I'm not going to be out on the bike every day. The bike was just my method of transportation. It's unfortunately not a biking holiday. It's a holiday with friends and family. And that's its primary goal. So thank you for joining me on the day they abandoned me, to let me spend time with the one thing that loves me back the same, which is bikes. Some views around here, absolutely fantastic. Beautiful. These roads are great. Oh, it's all melty looking tarmac though, isn't it? So my plan is to, hopefully when we get to the Dark Hedges, which is very soon, I want to ride through them with the camera, the 360 camera just on, so you can all see as much as possible. As you know, that's obviously part of why I'm bringing you with me, is so you can see this cool spot. Okay, we'll go this way. That's what Google robots say. But you know, hopefully you'll be able to get a good view of the place, because they look really cool, and it's always sometimes it's hard to convey the coolness of these places over camera. Like I've said it before, a lot of what goes on in these places, what makes them cool, is the atmosphere of the being there. I don't know, it's obviously I want to show and convey as much of that as I can, but it is difficult sometimes to do that. Interesting, good use of the road that you're supposed to be on there. Good job. Good job. Definitely want to get past this person because they can't drive. Yeah, we're good. Get past them and put a bit of distance between us so they can't crash into the back of me while on the wrong side of the road somehow. Imagine thinking it's okay to be on the wrong side of the road coming up to a blind corner. Like, what? Oh, people annoy me. Oh, these roads are absolutely fantastic. You can see why some absolutely fantastic motorcycle road racers are produced up in Northern Ireland, because I mean, you basically just have like practice all of the time, every time you're out. This is just wunderbar. The Dark Hedges. We're nearly there. Oh, it's so beautiful out. Oh. Just as I was leaving, it was starting to like do little spits of rain. And I was like, I don't care. If it rains, it rains. At least it might cool me off a bit. And now it's after turning back into this absolute beautiferousness. So there they are, all to your right. You can see them all the way down there, the big twisty beech trees, which is really, really cool. Go on. So here we are. This is the Dark Hedges. Oh, this is fantastic. I think I'm allowed to drive all the way through here. So we're going to try. Look at this, these are so cool. Wow, these are so cool. I love trees, I've said it before, and these trees are particularly cool. I'm not actually sure how far down I'm allowed to ride. I assume I can ride the whole way down, so I'm just going to chance my arm, and then we're going to ride back and take an old photo, or 17. Oh, what a view. Oh look, some of them have obviously died. Like that one there, that's really sad. These are so cool. My ankle is being melted off by the fans in the bike as well. So we're going to stop here and end the video, and then I'm going to go back and take some more photos at the Dark Hedges. But I hope riding through there gave you an appreciation. I'll ride back through. You'll see that before that. Actually, you would have already seen that actually by now. I'll cut it back in before this bit. But just to show you, this is what happened on the ride up here, which I forgot to bring my cleaning wipe, so that's how the bike's staying for a while. It's disgusting. Many flies lost their lives. R.I.P. Actually, I don't like flies anyway, so I don't really care. And yeah, so other than that, the bike's perfect. My lovely new gold chain still over there doing its job, and this is what I was annoyed about. Hopefully you can see that the panel covering my Speedo cracked. I don't know why. I assume it's from heat or something, but it's really annoying. So anyway, if you have watched this far, thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the Dark Hedges. As special thank you as always to all of my patrons. Again, extra shout out to Dean, who did my shock for the track day, which went well, and Kyle Campbell, who gave me the track fairings. Thank you again. And yeah, until next time, thank you very much for watching. Adios. Outro crew. So I apologise, I forgot to say it to you earlier, but this is actually where I went afterwards. It's called Fairhead, and it's another kind of Game of Thrones location, but it is absolutely stunning up here. And yeah, I'm not making this one into a video because I didn't know how to make it into a video, really. But I said I'd show the outro crew how unbelievably pretty it is up here. There you go. Not bad, huh? Bye, outro crew. Those bits are my favourite. They look like the kind of bits that are on the Giant's Causeway. Yeah, bye.